Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that? No, shut up for a second. There's like a light in the sky, or...
Hello?
Or a bird, or something.
Hello?
Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me! Ah! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie Russo Show, and here's Frankie.
How you doing out there? How you doing? Welcome to RussoNation.tv, home of America's Team.today. And guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo! Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Great show. Special shout-outs. I got a few, you know. My alma mater, Seton University men's basketball team. We had a great season. Oh, my God, man. They killed my bracket. My bracket is done. We got to get them next year. That's what I'm talking about. Trump TV on Twitter. Special shout out, Trump TV on Twitter. They created this Frankie Russo trailer. You got to check it out. You got to go to Frankie Russo 1. That's my handle on Twitter. Check it out. Special shout out, Trump TV. And then I got a tweet from guess who? Brooklyn's own Joe Corsi. Yo, he's claiming that he follows the show. He's a big fan. Hey, man. Yo, I was blown away. Brooklyn's own Joe Corsi. He's a legend, man. That's what I'm talking about. Major shout out, Brooklyn's own Joe Corsi. 800-848-9222. And then I got Jocelyn Russo from Louisiana. Yeah. She says we share the same last name. That's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. Major shout out, Jocelyn Russo from Louisiana. Breaking news! Bubble Boy Rubio and Jeb! Are considering setting up to have some sort of beach chair concession at Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida. I heard through the grapevine, Donald Trump says, not qualified. Woo!
You're fired.
That's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. Donald Trump update. Vote for America's CEO, Donald J. Trump. States in play Tuesday, March 22nd. Arizona and Utah. Now listen, you got to go to Right Side Broadcasting Network. That's rsbn.tv. And you'll find out about all the Trump rallies, the live Trump rallies. You see them streaming live. Trump rally in Arizona tomorrow. In Phoenix, Arizona, Trump rally in Tucson, Arizona, and then Donald Trump's going to speak at the AI PAC on the 21st of March. 800-848-9222. We got to keep the Trump train going, baby. Over 3 million votes last week. He got over 1 million more votes than Cruz. The Ruse, the Canadian. He's such a fraud. He's saying he's still got a shot for this election. Not only is he a Canadian, which I think is a big ruse, yo, he needs 87% of the remaining delegates to get the nomination. Are you kidding me, son? Cruz is there just to try to block Trump. Let's be real and honest. 800-848-9222. Social media, Twitter and Facebook. Send me a shout out live. I'll shout it out live. Live internet stream. Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. And go to Frankie Russo TV YouTube channel. I got so many shows on there. You got to check it out. And the new Frankie Russo initiative. Help America's team. Help the men and women in the United States Armed Forces fight the post-traumatic stress disorder. You got to go to the icon. Go to Facebook.com/. Go to the America's Team icon. Click on it. Follow the buttons. Let's make it happen. Let's help America's team. Help the men and women in the United States Armed Forces fight post-traumatic stress disorder. 800-848-9222. Frankie Russo Prep Show. We had a great prep show. I launched it over there. It's not on YouTube yet, but you just got to go over there, look for the Ustream connection on my Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show, and check it out. Also, you go to Frankie Russo 443, my profile page on Facebook. You get a lot of information over there, too. And Twitter, like I said, it's Frankie Russo 1. Now, I found this interesting article from Slate.com. Go figure, right? According to, this is a left-leaning article. Now, all this, the mainstream media, the media elites, the GOP establishment, all these people are going nuts. They're not giving us the real dope over here. You're not getting the facts, okay? According to the Slate article, plurality rules. Don't confuse Donald Trump's slim margins with a sign of weakness. According to this article, this line of thinking seems to conflate a majority of votes in any given state, I'm reading right from the article, with the majority of that state's delegates. Something that might make more sense in the early stage of the primary and its many proportionally allocated delegate contests, with a few exceptions. Those contests are over. Though there aren't too many pure winner-take-all contests like Ohio and Florida remaining, those are the primaries in which the state's popular vote winner takes all of the state's delegates. There are still some, including Arizona, which is this coming Tuesday, Delaware, Nebraska, Montana, New Jersey, and South Dakota. And there are plenty of hybrid winner-take-all states that award some delegates to the overall state winner and others to the congressional district winners. In these states, a candidate can rack up most of a state's delegates with thin but consistent pluralities, especially if he or she can draw support from a broad geographical base. Donald J. Trump! Significant states like Wisconsin, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Indiana, and California, each with its own set of quirks, award on a hybrid basis. There are 380 delegates in all to be had in those 5 primaries. Consider the results of 2 of these hybrid contests held this past Tuesday. Illinois and Missouri. Cruz, the Ruse, the Canadian, hoped to be competitive in those states, and he was, but not competitive enough. That makes all the difference. Trump won Illinois with a 39% plurality to Cruz's 30. Trump won 22 states. Cruz only won 7. He doesn't even meet the requirement for the convention. You need 8 states with the majority of delegates. He only has 7. But Trump is going to come away with considerably more than 39% of the state's 69 delegates. Although since Illinois selects its congressional district winners by direct election of delegates, there's room in the final count for some, let's say twists. But this past week, Trump won 51 of Illinois' delegates to Cruz's 9 and Kenkich's 5. That's already 74% of the state's delegation in Trump's favor. Again, with only a 39% statewide popular vote plurality. These media elites are lying. The results in Missouri haven't been officially called yet, given Trump's slight lead statewide, which right now rests at a mere 1,700 plus votes. Trump has 40.9, Cruz has 40.7. If that result holds, Trump will get the state's 12 statewide winner delegates, then 5 per congressional district win. And he will win most congressional districts. He has already been awarded 5 districts to Cruz's 1, with 2 outstanding. That amounts already to 37 delegates, or 71% of the total delegation. And here's the question. How much of a percentage of the statewide popular vote plurality does Donald Trump have? 41%. Okay, people? They're lying to us. Trump has almost 8 million votes. He's got 2 million more votes than Cruz. He's got almost 700 delegates. I mean, anybody else was in this position, they'd be calling him the nominee. We got to coalesce around the candidate. He's the presumptive nominee and all this stuff. But because it's Donald Trump with all this hate, this is what we got. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to a Donald Trump commercial, and then we're going to take some calls.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message. All talk and no action politicians have let us down, and America is in deep trouble. But I'm going to change that. First, I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm not taking special interest money, and I've called on other candidates to disavow their super PACs, but none of them have done it, which means there'll be puppets for lobbyists, donors, and special interests. I'll negotiate new trade deals, and those deals, along with my plans to cut taxes for the middle class and businesses, will bring American jobs back right here where they belong. I'll rebuild our military and make it so strong that no one will ever mess with us. We'll stop illegal immigration, and yes, we will build a wall, and Mexico will pay for it. I'm the only candidate running who can't be bought. I'll do what the politicians won't. I'll produce. We will make America great again.
Let's make America great
That's what
again.
I'm talking about.
Listen up.
We're pumping the
Donald
Trump
Trump,
tonight, baby.
Welcome to the boardroom.
800-848-9222. We're going to kick to some calls now. I want to kick to Christy from Missouri. We finally got her on the air.
Hey, Frankie.
How you doing, Christy? How's it going over there in Missouri? What part of Missouri are you calling me from?
I'm about 45 minutes west of St. Louis.
Nice.
I'm in Washington, Missouri. So, yeah. But I want to say this. Missouri, we love our guns here. So we're not going to go for anybody but Trump. That's just all there is to it. We have to keep our guns. I mean, we have to keep our Second Amendment rights. And the other thing I want to talk about is Romney.
Ugh.
So I joined the Mormon Church about 2012 when he was running. And I can tell you that I know there's strict rules, and it blows my mind that somebody in the church the higher authority hasn't stood up and said, hey, this is wrong. I'm not going to church anymore. I'm not going to stay in a religion where they're led by such a major loser that just stands out there. I'm just not. I'm like, yeah, forget it.
That's what I'm talking about. So Christy, what do you think? Did the Secretary of State, did they certify the Missouri numbers yet, or what's going on with that?
I thought they did. I thought it was certified. I thought it was done and over, and Trump
Well,
won.
I know that the decision headquarters certified it. I know that Breitbart News certified it. I know that NBC News certified it. Well, not certified it. They claim that the apparent winner is. So they're just waiting for the Secretary of State, because I've been trying to find out what the final thing is. I heard.
I'm pretty sure it's signed. I'm pretty sure it's done.
Well, if that's the case, then Donald Trump's getting more delegates.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And this whole Cruz thing and the Romney, make up his mind. I mean, do you want to go and be with Kasich, or do you want to be with Cruz? I mean, where are you going with this? And these protesters are crazy. I mean, we lived through Ferguson, and I lived and worked up there, and we saw the craziness. And my husband and I were down there eating at Sam's Barbecue. Poor guy, 30 years in business and gone because of
Ferguson, right? And it's unfortunate.
Yep, Ferguson.
People are entitled to protest, but not violence, right?
You're not right. And here, Michael Brown's stepdad. I mean, he said burn it down, and they did. They burned it down.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, and they got the same people now. They're talking that they're acquiescing. They're coming together, and they're looking to do a major what do you call it, protest against Donald Trump in the future. Why?
Well, in the media,
why all this hate?
I don't know. I think they're afraid. I mean, obviously the GOP is terrified of Donald Trump. I mean, they don't want their gravy train to stop. They don't want to give up their power, and they know when he takes over that it's not gonna go that well. I mean, look at this. For a local example of media, Darren Wilson was the cop involved in the Michael Brown shooting. I mean, it's been proven 100 times he didn't have his hands up. He didn't have,
right.
He grabbed his gun. His DNA was on the gun of Darren Wilson. And, our local news channel, before anybody even knew Darren Wilson's name, as soon as they got wind of it, they went and did a broadcast in front of his house and gave out his name.
Craziness.
With all these people out wanting to kill him. I mean, it's insane.
Craziness.
And I don't know why these people are getting away with this, and why are these people not going to jail? Why are they not getting arrested?
Well,
I was at the St. Louis rally.
Well,
these people were interrupting. It was terrible.
It's crazy. Christy, I want to thank you so much for the call. And
Yeah.
please keep us abreast anytime. You could call in anytime. I'm on every Friday night. I'd love to hear what's going on in Missouri because we want to, when the general election comes, we want to make sure Missouri votes. With the grace of God, Trump gets the nomination. We want to make sure Donald Trump gets it. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you for the call.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. Christy raised some interesting, for Missouri, raised some interesting points. I mean, it's interesting, when you're actually there and you actually see these things, you get a different perspective, and everybody have to understand something. This is a movement second to none. This is like a American Revolution all over again. But now we don't have white faces no more. We're going to have white Americans. We have African Americans. We have Hispanic Americans. We have Asian Americans. We have this is a different situation. This is an up-to-date movement led by America's CEO, Donald Trump. 800-848-9222. We're going to kick to Chris from Bensonhurst. What's poppin', Chris?
Hey, what's up, Frankie? Listen, I want to ask you something. With all this violence directed towards Trump and now towards his family,
wow.
What do you think is going on that they're directing all this violence towards the family now with the white powder that they sent? There was like a Kool-Aid thing.
Well, they're trying to scare Donald Trump,
Right.
And obviously, he's General Patton in a suit, quite frankly. Right?
Well,
They ain't gonna scare the Trump man.
The Democrats?
Pardon?
Do you think that they would honestly do something like this to the Democrats?
Oh, absolutely not. Obviously, right? I mean, think about it. We have the Republican establishment, the donors, the establishment, the Congress, congressmen, senators. He uses the word riots, and they go nuts. Mm-hmm. Glenn Beck wants to stab Trump, and nobody says anything. Right?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Glenn Beck wants to stab Trump. He calls Kekich a son of a bitch. Kekich is calling cops idiots. I mean, Kekich has got a big mouth.
Yeah.
He claims to be a Democrat anyway. Maybe this is the craziest scenario I've ever heard. He's got so much against him. I've never seen anything like it. My brother, thank you for the call, man. Thank you so much. Hey, I got to move. Thank you so much for the call, my brother. 800-848-9222. It's crazy, the violence that they're perpetrating on the son. I mean, they're trying to put together. I mean, this is Donald Trump, and he just speaks the truth. Donald J. Trump, man. This is like, I tell you, we're looking at the new founding fathers. This is a whole new, when I first started my show, I had this thing called Where Are the Americans? 2 years ago, over here at 77 WABC, I said, where are the Americans? And now you know where the Americans are. Almost 8 million votes for Donald J. Trump. And this movement, quite frankly, is a movement made up of different, it's not just white Americans. Because understand something, we have this is about American citizens. African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans that come here legally don't want these illegal aliens to take their stuff, to take their benefits, right? That's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. I'm going to kick to Pat in Connecticut. What's poppin', Pat?
Frank.
What's going on?
Hey.
What's up, my brother?
You've always been a Tea Party guy.
I'm always, hey, listen, I don't want to get into the Tea Party the Tea Party thing. I love Tea Party.
Why not?
Well, whatever. That's a different discussion, and quite frankly, I really don't want to get into the things that go on with the Tea Party. I just want to focus on, I want to focus on, because basically the premise of my show is how do we keep our way of life? How do we keep and what's the biggest threats to the American way of life? And we've talked about it numerous times on my show, the collapse of the United States economy and these radical Islamists. And now we got Donald J. Trump for the first time that wants to make something happen and negotiate and defend and protect the American citizens of this nation. So why do you ask me about the Tea Party? Why? I'm just curious.
Well,
excuse me?
Well, personally, I'm for Ted Cruz. I believe in his principles.
But let me ask you a question. In all due respect, you could believe his principles all you want, and you're entitled to. This is America. But in my world, the guy, first of all, is born in Canada, okay? I'm sick of foreign nationals. I had 8 years of Barack Obama. I'm sick of foreign nationals coming here, dropping babies, and then the babies grow up and run for president. This is not 1700s. You know what I'm saying? They want to be grandfathered into the Constitution and claim that they're natural-born American citizens. We need people that are tied to the land.
Well, I think we need people. I think we need people who are leaders who are principled.
Well, how's he principled? How's he principled?
He's much more principled than Donald Trump.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Hang on.
How's he much more principled than Donald Trump?
Well, Donald Trump has flip-flopped on a lot of things.
Well, he hasn't flip-flopped? Did you see what Brett Baird did to him on national television on his immigration policy? He had him stuttering for 5 minutes. He didn't even know what his policy was.
Ted Cruz?
Yeah. Google it. And another thing, Ted Cruz talks about all this stuff about Trump giving to this, Trump giving to that. Trump was a businessman. Ask Ted Cruz when he went to Trump Towers and asked Donald Trump for money. He was good then for the money, right? Donald Trump, let me tell you, Ted Cruz is a fraud. He starts as a fraud because he's a Canadian.
He's not a fraud by any means, and I'm not picking on Donald Trump. I do like Donald Trump. I would be fine with either one of those sorts. I'm talking about, you have always talked about the Tea Party this, the Tea
Donald
Party
Trump.
that.
Hey, listen.
Ted Cruz is a much more principled person when it comes to the Tea Party. Which is the Tea Party is the rise of this insurgent.
Hey, listen, you know something, bro? I can't play the shell game. A lot of my Tea Party friends are supporting Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is a Canadian. I had 8 years of Barack Obama. I don't even know where this hell guy was born, let alone he's got a fraudulent selective service card. I'm tired of this, bro.
So you hate that, Frank. I get it. I just wanted to ask the question because you've always been a big supporter of the
I am a supporter. The Tea Party, the Tea Party movement's a great movement. They're great people. I just can't play the shell game. Ted Cruz is born in Canada. Marco Rubio was a birthright citizen.
He was born in Canada, but he's still a U.S. citizen.
But that hasn't been settled. How's he a U.S. citizen? He has no naturalization papers. To his mother? To the 14th Amendment? I heard these arguments.
I'm not going to drop names on other radio stations.
I heard these arguments. I heard Mark Levin is a great, he's a great broadcaster. God bless him. He's got a great career. That doesn't. Hey, listen. Hey, listen, my brother. I could think for myself. He's born in Canada. Wait. He's born in Canada. He's got no naturalization papers. His mother voted in 1970, early 70s in the Canadian election, and the Canadian dual citizenship didn't come into play in 77. He was born in 70. Now listen, this has to be settled. This hasn't been flushed out. Mark Levin admitted it. The New York Times admitted it, that the natural born citizen clause has yet to be defined. So we're doing a circle jerk over here. I cannot, with a straight face, say that Ted Cruz is a natural-born American citizen. He's born in Canada. Thank you for the call. I got a kick to a Donald Trump commercial. Thank you for the call.
Really?
800.
Wake up, you liberals. Wake up.
Okay. I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message. All talk and no action politicians have let us down, and America is in deep trouble. But I'm going to change that. First, I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm not taking special interest money, and I've called on other candidates to disavow their super PACs, but none of them have done it, which means they'll be puppets for lobbyists, donors, and special interests. I'll negotiate new trade deals, and those deals, along with my plans to cut taxes for the middle class and businesses, will bring American jobs back. right here where they belong. I'll rebuild our military and make it so strong that no one will ever mess with us. We'll stop illegal immigration, and yes, we will build a wall, and Mexico will pay for it. I'm the only candidate running who can't be bought. I'll do what the politicians won't. I'll produce. We will make America great again.
He used to call me on the cell phone. Hey, listen, everybody. Donald Trump even has a sense of humor. He's got a big heart. I love the guy, man. 800-848-9222. Nobody is going to call up Frankie Russo and Oliver Wendell Holmes me about this Canadian cruise, the ruse. Nobody. I can't tell you with a straight face. I don't care who it is. With a straight face, I don't care if if Oliver Wendell Holmes was sitting here laying out a legal argument, you're telling me the guy's got a Canadian birth certificate. I'm sick of these foreign nationals coming here, dropping babies, and then growing up and running for president. This is not the 1700s. We have 200 years already. We have a constitution. You can't be grandfathered in.
Wake up!
800-848-9222. And I stumbled onto another article. The California motor voter law will allow illegal aliens to vote. Apparently. A California state bill was just signed into law by Governor Jerry Brown that will register and allow illegal aliens to vote in United States elections. Jerry Brown, the Fugazi fraud. The new Motor Voter Act that is now law in California automatically registers residents of California to vote at the DMV. According to the law and a report by the Washington Times, this article, let me just give you who's rawconservative.com. I just wanted to put that out there. The new Motor Voter Act automatically registers to vote all eligible voters when they obtain or renew their driver's licenses at the Department of Motor Vehicles instead of requiring them to fill out a form. This is craziness. This is illegal immigration fast track. This is fast tracking illegal immigration. And this is all about votes for these Democrats, for these Republicans, for these establishment politicians, because votes equal money.
Mele Kaliki Maka. Happy New Year.
800-848-9222. I want Obama. Obama wants to get into this campaign. Bring it, Obama. You fraud. You Muslim from Indonesia, Barry Soetoro. And then Hillary Clinton, that other adopted foreign national. People had the nerve to call Frankie Russo up at 1:30 in the morning telling me about Ted Cruz, who's a foreign national. After 8 years of Obama's foreign national, we got Hillary Clinton as an adopted foreign national. And you're trying to tell me, are you kidding me over here? Let's go to Daniel, Edison, New Jersey. You there?
Hey, Frankie. I just want to say Mitt Romney is like a Benedict Arnold. Do you know
Unbelievable.
the way this Republican leadership are turning against the one man that had the courage and guts to take on immigration, to say what had to be said? The guy's a winner. And the thing that really makes me feel good, for over 50 years, Democrats have been getting 90% of the black vote. Well, half of my family is black, and they're going with Trump. Do you know why? Because they want to be included as part of the American.
That's what I'm talking about. The Trump phenomena, the crossover.
And the current Republicans, they do not know how to connect with our black Americans.
You know something, quite frankly, you want to know something, my brother? Once Donald Trump, with the grace of God, Donald Trump gets a nomination and he goes into Brooklyn and he goes into New York City and he starts talking about prosperity, jobs, healthcare, the message that he brings. I'm not saying he's going to get the majority of the African-American vote, but he's going to get a lot more than people think. And, quite frankly, New York's in play, Pennsylvania's in play, Michigan is in play. Don't be surprised if California isn't in play. Donald Trump has shown, and All the Cruz people that call me up and talk to me about Cruz, I'm like, this is crazy. Cruz needs 87%. Not only is he a Canadian, he needs 87% of the remaining delegates. Are you kidding me?
It's you know something else, Frankie. The fact I have never known of anybody being attacked more than anybody
Is
in
it
the
crazy?
history of the world.
Right?
Donald Trump is being attacked more than I got hair on my head, and I got a load of hair on my head.
I don't have much. I'm working on it.
Listen, Frankie, you're doing a great job, so keep the Frankie Special Forces for Troops rolling on.
Absolutely, and we're getting ready for, God bless you, Daniel. Thank you for the call. We're getting for April 19th, the New York primary. Donald J. Trump, they just did a nice, Emerson did a nice poll. Trump's up 65+%. That's what I'm talking about. March 25th is the last date you need to be. You got to register by March 25th so you can vote for Donald Trump on April 19th. And then if people want to switch, I'm going to get more information on you on that. If Democrats want to vote for Donald Trump, we're going to do the switch and ditch and come over here like Pennsylvania did 46,000. Massachusetts did 20. Ohio did some thousands. That's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Felix in Pennsylvania. What's poppin', Felix? You there, Felix?
Yo, my bro.
What's up?
Hey, okay, I want to talk about the mafia, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to say one thing first, though.
Why, because my last name is Russo? You want to talk about the mafia?
This is my prediction. It's going to be a Trump Cruz ticket. It will be, but I don't want to go there.
Trump Cruz ticket? You know, let me tell you, he's another Cruz guy. I'm sick of this.
But listen, I'm telling you right now.
This guy is...
Rush Limbaugh and Hannity.
Let me tell you something, Felix. Felix, let me tell you, okay? He is not eligible. He's not born here, okay? First thing. Second thing, this guy has an app. You see, everybody talks about he's a big conservative. He's got an app, the Cruz Crew app, that actually when you get it into your phone, it takes all your information. So this guy comes out and he actually knows how you think, what your preferences are, what your tastes are. This guy he's violating all the principles, the constitutional conservative principles that he espouses, that fraud fake Cruz, that he sits there and he's a natural born Canadian citizen, and he's, if he didn't have that campaign, because he's a horrible candidate, if he didn't have that campaign that he's got, those people behind him, it's amazing. A Canadian born. He's got a Canadian birth certificate. He's got 300 delegates. That tells you how bad of a shape this country really is. It's really, we need Donald J. Trump. Ted Cruz is a fraud, man.
Yeah, listen, the thing of it is...
you've been talking to me about Cruz for months.
I know, but the thing of it is this. And I want to get to the mafia, okay?
Okay, hurry up.
but the bitch of it is this. You see, I like Donald Trump, but occasionally he says some things that, go against the First Amendment in the Constitution.
What does he say? What? About stopping Muslims?
What's that?
Putting a ban on Muslims migration?
No, not a ban on Muslims.
What does he say? Let me hear.
He wants to be able to sue people in the news media who say bad things.
Oh, so what? He's just playing politics, bro. Hey, bro, let me tell you. Politics, you don't hug your way to the White House. Let's be real.
Okay.
This is a contact sport, bro. Come on.
Let's get to the mafia. All these charges against Donald Trump, and his association with the mafia. Frankie, I'm 56 years old. I've been driving truck for the last 35 years at least. Okay, I've done everything from sanitation. I've worked in demolition, and you know what?
Now you're saying Donald Trump.
No. What I'm saying is this.
I don't know that for a fact. I got to see.
In the 80s and 90s, if you were involved in construction, or demolition or any of that crap, you dealt with people in the mafia.
Hey, listen, bro.
I've said hello to Jay. I've said hello to Junior.
Hey,
whatever.
And
I used to deal with Carmine.
I don't know these people. I don't want to know these people. My last name is Russo, and people say Frankie Russo. They think because my name ends in a vowel that that I know the mafia. All this stuff. And quite frankly, hey, I don't know nothing. I don't know nobody.
I hear you. But what I'm saying is when they accuse Donald Trump of knowing these people,
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't really care.
When you did that kind of business back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, but whatever. Does it matter? Quite frankly,
that's the people you had to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll tell you this much. I know one thing. Donald Trump is General Patton in a suit. He's a tough guy.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
To get something passed, to build the buildings that this guy's put up in his career, People want to, isn't it funny that we want to build a wall and he's a builder?
Right.
I mean, this is insane. Anybody else? We don't need a lawyer. We don't need a Canadian who's in tight with Justin Trudeau, who shuts down 7 military bases to bring in these refugees, these Muslim refugees. I mean, it's crazy stuff what he's doing, this lefty. Cruz is in with him. Cruz wants a form with his wife, who's in with Bush, Goldman Sachs. This is what I mean. This is what bothers me about Cruz. All this other stuff, and then when you go in deep and you look at his wife works for Goldman Sachs, and he sits there talking about the Washington cartel. Really? What am I, what do I got, a dunce cap on my head?
Hello?
What is this, the lack of transparency is the stupidity of the American people. These Cruz guys operate out of the Jonathan Gruber model. Why am I not shocked? Obama's born where? We don't know. Cruz was born in Canada. Both went to Harvard Law. Both sealed their documents, right? What else? All this other stuff.
Listen,
his father was from Cuba. Obama's father from Kenya. This is crazy. Thank you for the call, Felix.
No, Frankie.
I got to go. 800-848-9222. We got Tom from the Bronx. And then we're getting ready to pop in with another Donald Trump.
Yes, hiya, Frankie.
P.O. Tommy!
Okay. All right, I'd like to say this.
What are you going to tell me about Yasser Arafat?
The Republican Party, is ruled by mastodon elephants that tell the little elephants what to do.
Do you know that ISIS now is building secret tunnels?
But what does that have to do with the Republican Party?
I know you support ISIS. What?
No, don't ever say a thing like that. Please don't ever do that.
Hey, you call me up
Listen,
and you talk to me about Palestine.
No, I'm talking to you about the Republican Party tonight.
What do you want to know about the Republican Party?
That the mastodon elephants tell the little elephants in the party what to do. And I think they're going
let me ask you a question.
They're going to take.
You don't think that's going on in the Democratic Party, son?
No, they're going to put Cruz in there.
They're not. No. Donald Trump is going to get the number.
The Republican Party is going to make sure Cruz gets in there.
Donald Trump is getting the number.
Actually, they should talk to Tom,
PLO Tom, you don't think...
No, they should talk to Tom Cruise. Anyway,
hey, listen, you don't think, let me ask you, you don't think they do the same thing with, you don't think Hillary Clinton's buying everybody off with a freaking server in her basement as she whips it out and straps it on?
Listen to me,
and tells Bill to get the hell out of here. I gotta pay my sex slaves. Are you kidding me?
Listen to me. Talk about the Wicked Witch of the West.
She's got a server in the basement. She's running a rogue intelligence agency.
You know what I mean?
What about the foundation? All that influence. She's buying and peddling influence. What about Benghazi? Oh, yeah.
Well, that's true, too. Oh, yeah, the foundation is sinking.
Oh, yeah, we had to do a Gaddafi coup d'etat. There were nobody killed in Libya. We had to do a Gaddafi coup d'etat.
Well, it was a terrible story.
She said on Fox News, and nobody hit her on it.
There's a lack of feeling in her.
I thought Fox News was going to spank her while she was... They might as well spank her and tell her, listen, I'll talk to you later, baby. And she goes, yeah, Libya. Libya's like, it's like we didn't want another Syria and Assad to happen, so we had to take out Gaddafi.
You want a theory?
PLO Tommy, thank you for the call, man.
Frankie.
Thank you for the call. I got to go. I got to go. Bye. I got 15 minutes left.
Okay, go ahead. Bye.
800... 848-9222. Hang on with me. We're going to kick to a Trump commercial. Come back.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message. All talk and no action politicians have let us down, and America is in deep trouble. But I'm going to change that. First, I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm not taking special interest money. And I've called on other candidates to disavow their super PACs, but none of them have done it, which means they'll be puppets for lobbyists, donors, and special interests. I'll negotiate new trade deals, and those deals, along with my plans to cut taxes for the middle class and businesses, will bring American jobs back right here where they belong. I'll rebuild our military and make it so strong that no one will ever mess with us. We'll stop illegal immigration, and yes, we will build a wall, and Mexico will pay for it. I'm the only candidate running who can't be bought. I'll do what the politicians won't. I'll produce. We will make America great
Trump,
again.
what he's been able to do, which is really ticking people off, which I'm glad about. He's going rogue left and right.
Going
man. That's why
rogue,
he's
baby!
doing so well.
He's going rogue!
Let's make America great again.
That's what I'm talking about.
Listen up. Donald
We're
Trump,
going to pump the
alright?
Trump tonight. We're under 15.
Pump the Trump.
Did you know?
Pump the Trump.
124 illegal immigrants released by DHS, Department of Homeland Security, the third biggest cabinet position with a budget of $55 billion. They had 72 employees in the Department of Homeland Security on a terror watch list. Well, they released these 124 illegal immigrants, and they were later charged with murder. More than 100 illegal immigrants caught but released by that fake Fugazi in the White House, that Muslim from Indonesia, Barry Soetoro, over the last 5 years. And people want to call me up about Ted Cruz. And yeah, he's born in Alberta, Calgary, but he's really a natural-born American citizen because his mother was born here, and his mother went to Canada, and his mother voted in Canadian elections. But she's still, I get my natural-born citizenship. I don't have naturalization papers, and I'm Ted Cruz. And are you kidding me over here?
Wake up!
Yeah, Mark Levin, we got to straighten this out, son. You got to vote. You got to support Donald Trump, the only American. So more than 100 illegal immigrants caught but released by the Obama administration in the last 5 years have gone on to be charged with murder after they were set free. Some 121 immigrants who were freed by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement between 2010 and 2014 went on to be charged with a total of 135 homicide-related crimes. Oh, yeah, you talk to the Republicans, you talk to the Democrats, they're outliers. That 135 that committed murder are outliers. Yeah. Are you kidding me over here? Kekich wants amnesty. Cruz talked about freaking, coming out of the shadows, bringing in the refugees. Who we kick it to? Let's go to Donna. What's going on, Donna? From Lyndhurst, whatever you're from?
Hi, Frankie. Yes, it's Donna from Lyndhurst, of course.
How you doing, Donna? What's going on?
Well, today's March 19th, and that is my birthday.
Happy birthday, Donna. Oh, Donna.
And I'd like to give a shout.
Donna. Was that Frankie Valli? Was that Frankie Valli?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Frankie Valli? Okay, good. Oh,
yeah.
Donna. What's going on?
And I'd like to give a shout-out to my twin sister.
You got a twin sister? Nice.
Yes, her name is Doreen.
So was your twin sister born on the same day?
Yes, we are. We're 5 minutes apart.
Yo, so what else? Because I got to move.
I have a new joke for you. Do you have time?
Let me hear, quick.
Okay, what do you call a fake macaroni?
What do you call it?
Impasta.
Why? Because my family's from Italy, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's hitting on the Italians tonight. Hey, no problem.
No, I'm
only kidding. Hey, Frankie Russo loves it. You don't understand. I love it. It's okay. It's all good. Mafia, pasta.
Love you too.
Next, you're going to call me a Guido, a Guinea, a Wop.
Just don't be late for dinner.
Okay. Thank you so much for the call. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Mean Gene, Dancing Machine from Orange County. What's poppin', Mean Gene?
Hey, Frankie Russo, the night conductor on the Trump train.
Hey, we're doing it, baby. We got to vote for America's CEO. Arizona and Utah's in play Tuesday. What do you think?
Exactly right. Arizona's in the bag. Utah's going to be tight.
Right.
But it's not going to matter. Everybody's making a big deal about that Trump can't get to 1237. Believe me. By June 7th, the California primary, he will have 1237.
That's 172 delegates.
He's going to lock up New York on April 19th. If he gets more than 50% of the vote, he gets all the delegates.
Oh, right now he's polling at almost 70.
Right, and Fred Decker was on the radio this week with Imus, or last week with Imus.
Imus is a legend.
He said,
nice.
Fred's a great guy.
Absolutely.
And Fred said that they have internal polls in New York State, the Republican Party's doing, that he's not only is he going to win the primary, but he's going to beat Hillary in the national election because He has tremendous support up here, upstate. Orange County is for Trump. Most of the upstate counties are for Trump.
That's what I'm talking about. He's going to spank Hillary. He's going to give her a little spank.
He said it a few times. He hasn't even started on her yet. He has so much on her. Look. The last time the Clintons were in the White House, they defiled it. They defiled the presidency. Bill Clinton. There's one unfortunate thing for Hillary Clinton, and that's DNA and a blue dress. Everything else. Look,
that saved Monica Lewinsky, man. That blue dress, right, son?
Hey, and don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself. Trump will use everything that he has on Hillary.
Absolutely. BG, thank you so much. Absolutely right. I'm under 10.
Hey,
thank you for the call.
American Soldier's Lullaby, Frankie. I sent you $1. Download the song.
Okay, my brother.
And you'll get it. It's the theme song of the movement that Trump always talks about.
God bless you, my brother. I'm going to check it out. I promise. I'm going to look for it this week. I promise. Thank you so much for the call, man. I'm sorry I haven't gotten to it, but I'm going to definitely get to it. 800-848-9222. We're winding down on the 10. I'm going to go to John from Brooklyn. What's poppin', Johnny?
Hi, Frank. I'm tired of the people calling whoever, the protesters, because if somebody's protected by the Secret Service at a rally or whatever, or a speech, and as Trump is now, they're no longer protesters. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to come
Great point. Point well taken.
And then, like I said, they're no longer protest. It's illegal. And when he said, I'm going to have them arrested, when I listen to him say that, I'm like, oh, God, he's at it again. But he's right, because you can't come into a building that you're protected by and do that. It's illegal, and a lot of people don't know that, and everyone's calling them protesters, and they're not.
And my brother, quite frankly, Donald Trump announces, I watched many of his rallies, he announces all protesters, because there's a space for them outside, they could stand there and peacefully protest. To come in here, it's a private event, to come in here and disrupt his event is denying everybody else from their freedom of speech. It's really, really anti-American, and it's unfortunate that the press, and you're 100%, Johnny, thank you for the call. You're 100% right.
One quick thing, Frank. If Cruz would become the 2, would that be okay with you?
No, Cruz is not eligible. I'm tired of these foreign nationals.
What if he became the Veep candidate?
No, I don't want him at Veep because he's not eligible. He's ineligible. He's a Canadian.
Well, I've called you in the past and I disagree, but
you disagree.
I'm with Trump. Frank,
if Honorable Wendell Holmes was sitting here and laid out the 14th Amendment, the Naturalization Act, I can't honestly say with a straight face that this guy's a natural-born American citizen. I'm sorry, man. 800-848-9222. I'm going to Gary in Manhattan. What's popping, Gary?
Hey there, Frankie. Just a little correction on that couple of bars you were trying to hum over there before. With all due respect, that's Frankie Valli didn't die in a plane crash in 1958. That's Richie Valens.
Oh, Donna, that's right, Richie Valens. Thank you so much. I saw the movie. That was a great movie.
With the Big Bopper and Buddy Howard.
That's right. I stand corrected. Thank you so much.
Great,
quite
all right. Another
great point. Great point.
Thank you, Frankie. I spent a lot of time in Buffalo, and a very dominant with bumper stickers out there too about Bernie Sanders. And one has an X to his name, and the one next to it says, "Socialism works very well till you run out of other people's money."
That's what I'm talking about. Go ask Greece. Go ask all of Europe. It's crazy. And these people.
Frankie,
go ahead.
Excuse me. Have a good weekend, my friend. That's all I wanted to say.
God bless you, my brother. 800-848-9222. I'm going to Tom from Tom's River. Is that Tom or John or from Tom's River, New Jersey?
It's Joe, Frankie.
What's up, Joe? I'm sorry. We got a little misspelling.
Let me tell you something. When Barry Soetoro leaves that White House, you're going to see everybody that's been holding on to every secret of his come out and tell everything about Barry Soetoro.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, it really is going to happen because
aren't you a little
right
worried?
now he's paying the VIG to keep everything quiet.
Nice. Aren't you? Great point. Aren't you worried, though? Like, this guy's been quiet. I'm concerned that he's may bruise something to keep himself in office a little longer, no?
Oh, never happened.
I hope you're right, my brother.
Never happened.
Because these
let me tell you,
Fugazis...
Cruz, I wouldn't vote if he's the vice president, or runs for vice president. I wouldn't be able to handle that.
Right? These foreign nationals, man. I'm sick of them.
What's the matter with these people to think that they would want to put him in as a Veep?
They're Canadian. Go to freaking Justin Trudeau and run with him.
Put Chris Christie in.
Yeah, I tell you, but he's from New Jersey. We need to get a broad coalition.
Oh, then put Sarah Palin in.
Oh, I love Sarah Palin. I would love
I'd
love to be inside over there with Sarah Palin.
but it's just horrible what they're doing. I'm embarrassed to say I'm from the United States today.
I'm telling you, bro.
What they
I'm
did
sick
to
of these
Donald Trump this week. It's just unbelievable what's going on.
Right? Hey, brother, thank you for the call, man.
Goodbye.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. I'm under 5. I'm going to Jack from the Bronx. What's poppin', Jack?
Good morning, Mr. Russo. Happy St. Patrick's Day one day.
Yeah, I was Irish for a day, son.
Me too, man. I wore green. I had green underwear on.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a big, you know, my Irish brothers wanted me to hang out, you know, go to the pub and hang out and everything like that. I'm not a big drinker and all that, but hey, you know, my Irish brothers, I was Irish for the day, son.
Once a year, you got to...
No disrespect to the Irish.
Listen, I called you last week because the show was over already. It's about those sons of those whatever. I want you to run for CEO of the Wounded Warrior Project. I'm backing Frankie Russo to take this Steve Nardizzi guy and his partner that ripped them off for 40-50% of their take. I mean, these are guys that fought for us, died for us, got wounded for us. And these sons of bitches, they took 50% of the money and went out and had parties?
That's crazy. Is that true?
Come on. Yeah.
I heard there was something going on. I didn't hear all the facts.
They got fired. The CEO was Stephen.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I didn't hear all. They were very reluctant to put everything out. The guy, I watched him on Fox News, and they were very reluctant to put him out.
40 cents of every dollar went to those pieces of crap and their parties and their promoting self-promotions. And here we got guys that can't rub two nickels together.
It's craziness. Hey, Jack, thank you for the call, my brother.
I'm so pissed. I hope Trump gets in there and cuts off their legs and makes them a little wounded. You know?
Sounds good to me, my brother. I'm winding down. I want to go to Annie Marie from Rockland. I'm winding down on the Frankie Russo show.
Hi, Frankie.
Hi, Annie. How are you?
I'm fine.
I got to say, happy belated St. Patty's Day.
Oh, same to you.
Thank you. I was Irish. It was beautiful.
Me too. For one day, it's fine.
Hey, listen. I got no problem. I have no problem with different cultures. This is America.
You're right. But I'm an Italian American.
Me too. But I'm proud of. I mean, I can deal with anything.
I know. Me too. I can. I have a grandson that's half Irish, so I it's okay with me.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is. It is.
The multiculturalism, right?
Frankie, I love your show.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too, Annie.
You are a breath of fresh air.
Thank you so much.
And I'm a Trump person. I love him.
Right.
And I'm getting worried. With all this
Don't worry.
Going on.
He's going to win this thing. They're not going to steal it. He's going to blow him out.
I know. I hope New York votes.
Oh, New York's going Trump all the way.
They are? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I just worry. And his children being bothered.
That's unbelievable. I don't know. For the grace of God, I don't know how he deals with that.
Frankie, I don't understand what's going on.
Right? It's crazy. Everybody's afraid of him.
Why? Because they're all going to have to give up their little pockets of money.
Exactly. Exactly. Annie, thank you for the call. I'm out of here.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got to vote Donald Trump. Arizona, Utah. Can't keep up with this. You can't. No way. I'll see you in the future.
Welcome to the board.